Welcome to lecture 1. Um, this is my self-excellence program, and I just want to let you all know that for all of you that are in this program right now, that are watching this video, this lecture is especially for people that want to reach personal excellence in life, and I have the ability to help you do that. I definitely have the ability. Also, I've been a guy who suffered heaps in this lifetime, and I've done drugs. I've done a lot of stupid mistakes, but I've learned from it, and I almost committed suicide as well 3 times. I had thoughts of suicide, and I'm alive today, so I'm grateful for that. And I wish I could speak to you right now, but I can't since I'm in my home right now, and there is no communication signal here. Anyway, let's get started. Today's topic is positivity and negativity and the differences of that. Okay, so what? Also, I would like to say that this is episode 1 of my lectures, and we'll get started. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about positive thoughts and what that can do for you. Alright, and how to be more positive in life, in everyday life, and also why you must be positive in life. Okay, so first you must stop negative thoughts. Period. You cannot be negative, and because this will help you in no way whatsoever. Alright, the more negative you are, the worse it is for you. So make sure you stop it in its tracks. Negative thoughts are just thoughts. Alright, they are not facts about us. Right? If you have like a negative thought, for example, I am a failure, right? It's not true. It's not true about that you call yourself this, and I'll tell you why later. We are positive beings, okay? If I can be 99% positive in my life, you can too, because I can, right? Because that's true. Like, if I can do it, you can do it too, But it all depends on your type of lifestyle, how you live. Obviously if you're doing drugs, if you have a high tolerance to alcohol, if you get angry a lot, if you are negative a lot because of your life circumstances, then like we can change that. We can help you become a better, more confident person. All right. I want to say this, that we are all a part of God, alright? And this is why we must be positive in life, alright? Because we are a part of God, alright? We must strive to be positive at all times, because negativity won't help us at all, When does a negative thought ever help you? Never, So that's why we must strive to become positive all the time. And then, but not just a few times, right? But all the time. We all the time must be positive and not go back to negativity. You must be consistent in being positive, okay? It has to be consistency, because this is going to develop in your mind, right? And you are going to eventually become consistent and being positive in everyday life. Over time you become a positive human being, which is true. You do. When you think consistent thoughts that are positive, eventually over time you start just thinking positive in life. It becomes like your ritual. The more positive you are, the better your life becomes, and that's very true, because you attract people that are positive. You are much more happier and joyful in life. You vibrate, right? you vibrate thoughts, and you are confident in everything. Negativity is a disease, right? It is, basically. Like, the more negative you are, the more trouble in your life, the more drama you have. Um, it can cause you to be fat. It can cause you to think like failure thoughts. All this kind of stuff, right? That negative thoughts do. You can lose relationships. You can have conflicts in your family. And this is why we must be positive. It can also lead you to hate people, right? Because think about it, negativity off, or stuff off, or like if you say a rude word to someone, that's negative, um, and you can attract negative people in your life. You can attract people that, for example, are very negative in life, and they can drag you down in life, right? This is why we also must stay away from negative people, because we want to become positive beings in life, and not let people drag us down. Okay, if you are negative, right, you are going on a negative path, right, in life, and negative paths can lead you to become overweight, right? You can become overweight in life, because you just this is what negativity does, and it drives people away from you. All right. This is why we must be positive. It also leads to conflicts. Negativity leads to conflicts, and this is the main reason you want to be positive, because you don't want to have arguments in your life. There's no point in an argument unless it's a conversational topic that two sides to the story. Like you get the two sides, and then analyze it. And see which one you think is correct, which one is not, and then show empathy. All right. Being positive is being happy, which is true. If you're a positive being, you're vibrating thoughts that are positive. This is good for you because you're not negative. And also, the more the more happy you are in life, the more you are succeeding in life, and which is true. If happiness is that's the money. Like, what I mean is that is where you want to be at. You want to be happy in life. You don't want to be upset. Yeah, because if you're upset, like you're gonna spiral down a very difficult road, right? And you want to be happy in life so that you can make others happy as well. For example, happiness stems from positivity, which is true. I said that. And happiness stems from success, right? If you're happy, you're succeeding, right? No, in no way whatsoever does negativity say success on it. No way. Positivity is the way to be. Learn to focus on the positives in life. All right. So, for example, all the things that you have in your life that are going on. For example, something happy in your life that's going on. Think about those situations. Think about, like, because when you think about those situations, you're actually thankful for those situations. Because if it's a happy situation, obviously you have to be thankful for it. If you're not thankful for it, then you're being closed-minded. And you don't want to be closed-minded. Read positive knowledge. So personal development books. These are very, very good. I've read for like 2 years personal development, and it's changed my life completely. Honestly, I am able to speak to an audience, and I am able to speak to whoever I want. It doesn't matter who I speak to. I connect with that person, and that's the main thing. And this is what positivity does to you, and personal development books. Once you keep reading and you're staying consistent over time, right? Say, because I read 1 hour a day, and I make it a habit in my life to read 1 hour a day. No matter what I'm reading, it must be positive knowledge for me. And as soon as like over time, say 1 year of reading every day for a year, eventually over time I am so positive in life, and I've got so much information that I can make something, and I can help us. I can even build a system if I want and do something to help others, right? That's the main goal we want to be achieving. We want to be helping other people. Okay. Alright. You will regret being negative as this leads to anger. And because if you get angry, right, like you get stressed, right? It's and the more angry you get, the more violence you do, and the more stress, and you can run in with law enforcement, and you can end up in jail, and this is very bad, like this is why you want to be positive in life, being a positive being, a person who meditates, who reads, who helps others. This is the type of person we want to be. Alright. The more positive you are in life, the more positive people you attract in life, which is true. It goes with it. If you're a positive being, right, and you are hanging around with a negative being, right, that negative person is going to try to drag you down. But a positive being is never dragged down, ever, right? And that's going to get on the negative person's nerves, right? This is why you don't want to hang around with negative people, because they're going to envy you because you're positive, alright? And also you build a positive reputation, right? So the more positive you are, right, the more of a positive reputation you have for yourself. You say, like, you might get a comment someday of a friend, Danny, you're so confident, you're so positive in life. This is like good feedback, and like it's always good to hear feedback as well. And the more positive of a reputation you have, the better for you. This is the type of reputation you want. You want to have a positive reputation, and this accounts with positive thoughts. All right. If you find yourself becoming negative, stop what you are doing. Alright? So, for example, you are negative. Say anytime you are negative, right? This is what you do exactly. Stop and just self-analyze your thoughts. Alright? So, right now, I am very aware of what I am saying to you right now. Right? I am keeping you in mind, and I am exactly what I want to say, right? And I'm just analyzing what's going on. I'm thinking about myself, but also thinking about you. And the more you self-analyze and breathe, right? The more you breathe like that, just like a deep breath, right? A deep breath, and just like relax, and just calm down, and don't let anything get to you, like kind of way, and you just breathe, relax, self-analyze, get to yourself, and that's it. That's all you have to do. All right. So, for example, what you are thinking, right, in that moment you are self-analyzing. That's the reality you are creating for yourself, right? So, use those thoughts to your advantage. So, for example, if you are self-analyzing yourself right now, all right, and you are listening to my words, right, and you are suddenly much more aware, aren't you? Right, because I am right now self-analyzing, and I am much more happy, and I know what I'm going to say, and everything's going fine. I'm self-analyzing myself. This is self-awareness. Right, and this is the first step to change in life. Alright. Okay, if the negative thought does not help you, right, just throw it out and reaffirm like a positive thought, like, for example, I am a part of God and God is within me. This is why I must be positive. That is an affirmation, right? When you say this, right, nothing can break it. Nothing. It doesn't matter what it is, right? You just you affirm to yourself a positive thought, and you actually start changing those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. God is never negative, right? He is always positive, and you should be too. There is no ifs or buts. Okay? Because we are part of God, right? So if God's never negative, why should we be? You know, we want to be positive in life. Do not feel like a failure either. Never feel like a failure ever. You are not a failure, and you never will be. All right, you were born to succeed, and I'll prove that to you. Okay, you could offer the world a lot. Honestly, like seriously, if you had, for example, a system, right? If you, for example, I'm not saying you don't have knowledge. I know you have knowledge, but imagine you read for like you were reading personal development for 5 years straight, right? And you have all this knowledge, right? And you have developed yourself into a personal development positive being, you know, this person that vibrates towards everything, right? And then you go out and build like a system that on personal development, for example, right? You're helping other people that were negative, that are negative in life, just like, for example, like people that were on your path, right? So I'm not saying you're negative, but I am saying that like if you were ever negative, right, you could help other people become more positive in life, you know. And this is a great trait to have, right? When you're helping other people become very positive in life, this is very great, you know. Like you are changing people's lives. Uh, oh yeah, and just remember that you can do a whole lot to this world, and you can change the world through changing yourself. I just wanted to say that because that's very true saying. If you ever feel negative, right, write on a piece of paper. Okay, do this. For example, you don't have to do it now, but you can do this in the future. All right. If you are a negative like person, right? I don't know if you are, but for example, what you could be doing, right? You could write on the piece of paper 10 of your most negative thoughts about yourself. Okay. If you can't think of 10, that's fine, you know. And then under each negative thought, write a positive thought, a positive message underneath that, right? And then just cross out the negative thought, right, that you had about yourself, and reaffirm to yourself the positive thought. All right, and this is how you can start changing negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Okay. Alright, just looking where I am at. If you have a thought, for example, no one likes me, you could say, I am a loving person. That is a positive thought. You know, you can always reaffirm to yourself that you are a positive being. You know, if you call yourself fat, say, I am a good person. You know, that's a positive thought. You know, and then if you say, I am a failure, say, I am a part of God. You know, how can I be a failure when God's not a failure? Exactly, you can't be. And then, if you ever feel negative, no, I've been there. So what you want to do is counteract all the negative thoughts that you have about yourself and reaffirm a positive thought, because this will shift your life into a much vibrating, positive human being. Okay. Because once you are consistent over time and being positive, you are going to vibrate positive thoughts and positive people into your life. Okay, identify the negative thoughts, right? Identify them in your mind, right? Say, okay, that's a negative thought. And then just say out loud a positive thought about yourself. Because you are a positive being. You are. You know, if I'm a positive being, you are as well. That's how I know. In other words, you are a natural born winner. Always remember that, okay? I'm being serious. Always remember that you are a winner. Okay? And the more you think positive, the better your life turns out, okay? Which is true. The more positive you are, the better your life turns out. And you will have a positive outlook on life, okay? And you will, seriously, because I do. Honestly, when I'm positive, I vibrate positive thoughts. I'm very happy. You know, I'm calling my friends. You know, connecting with people, writing quotes on Facebook. You know, taking myself out, whether it be to the zoo, to the movies, watching a film if I like. I do things, but uh, I stay busy in life. And this makes me happy. This lecture makes me happy because I'm teaching you something. And if you could take some things out of this into your life and apply it to your life, I'm much better for it. Now that you know how to counteract negative self-defeating thoughts, okay, train your brain to learn to focus on the positive aspects of life. Okay, always think about the positive, because this is how you embrace life. When you think positive thoughts and you are vibrating and thinking about the positive in life, you are much happier in the moment. Okay. Okay, it's always good to show gratitude in everyday life. You should be thankful for the life you have, because when you are much more happier, because you are living. You are living now. You are living right now. And that is very good, because you are living. The more gratitude you show, right, the better it is on you. The more you'll be happier in life. Always focus on the positive, no matter the circumstances. This is embracing life to the fullest, okay? And which it is, right? When you embrace positive thoughts, this is living life to the fullest. And always give yourself positive thoughts. Think positive, and in the long term, your life will change for the better, which is absolutely true. Because when you are thinking positive, right? And I'm just recapping now. When you are thinking positive, right, your life turns out better because you are positive. Also, distract your mind. You might get a negative thought. Just ignore it and do not believe it. Do not believe that negative thought, because you are a positive being. That's why. Okay? And you are part of God. That's why you must not believe the negative thought. Okay. Ignoring negative thoughts is also staying busy with your mind. Do not allow your negative thoughts to take control of your life. Instead, reaffirm positive thoughts, which I've talked about. But this is what you can do, okay? And this is how you can change. You can identify the negative thought and then just reaffirm the positive thought about yourself. And this is automatically, you're telling yourself, think positive. When you feel good at all times, your life and your health and life improve dramatically. You are much more vibrating, and nothing or no one can bring you down in life. And no one can bring you down in life, honestly, because you are positive, right? And like a confident person, think about it. Can someone bring down a confident mentality? No way, because they're confident. They're confident within themselves, in their shoes, in the way they hold themselves, everything. Because that is what a confident person is. They are a person that can help people achieve greatness in life and success. Is what I actually mean. Success. These are the people that are confident. Okay, these are the people, because you know why? Because they're sharing information that will be of benefit to someone else, right? Okay, and when you benefit someone and help someone succeed in life, right? Even if you help them on their path, you've done a great thing. When you think positive, start thinking those same thoughts about yourself. Okay, so for example, you're thinking positive, right? Those exact thoughts is what you want to be thinking all the time. So stay with those thoughts. And eventually, positive thoughts will be a ritual in your life, which is very true, because over time, me, for example, I read, right, positive knowledge, and then with all this knowledge I have, I straight away I want to help someone with it. I don't want to keep it to myself. It does nothing for me. I'd rather help someone on their way to success. Always through awareness, pick the positive thoughts and throw the negative ones out. So when you're self-analyzing, right, you are trying to identify which thoughts are helping you and which aren't. Okay, so for example, you self-analyze and oh, that's a negative thought. Oh, okay, reaffirm, I'm a part of God. That's it. That's all you have to do. if you are thinking positive, you are reaffirming you are a positive being. Okay, that's very true, because when you are thinking positive and you are reaffirming that positivity, you actually start uh, making it a ritual in your life to become positive in your life. Always identify the positive thoughts in your life and keep those thoughts about yourself always. Okay, I said that. Okay, so we can move on. Never let them go. Okay, never. All right, always reaffirm those thoughts, because if you do, you could become destructive. If you don't reaffirm those positive thoughts, you will become destructive, and you don't want to be a destructive person. Negativity can lead you down the path of doing drugs. Alright, I've been there. I've been so negative in my life before. That's in the past now. I'm living now. I'm living right now. I'm not living in the past. That was the past. The future, whatever happens in the future is going to happen if I even make it to tomorrow. I'm not worrying about the future, but I am doing this right now. And trust me, I've been there and it does nothing. Alright, drugs do nothing. Okay, I've been there and it does nothing. The important thing is that I'm living right now, that I'm a positive being, that I vibrate confidence, and that I'm helping someone achieve personal excellence in life. That is what my goal, and that is what I'd like to do in life. Because that's when I'm helping people, that is when I'm much more happier and vibrating. Always identify how your day went. Were you more positive or negative today? You could ask yourself that question every day. Were you more positive or negative? And then you'll get your answer. If I was negative, how can I improve? Okay, so if I was negative, right, what are some reaffirming thoughts that I could help myself become a more positive being? Okay, what thoughts are holding me back in life? Alright, so some thoughts like maybe I'm a failure, or it's impossible to succeed, right? Maybe these thoughts, right, you want to affirm a positive thought and counteract it. Okay, how can I be more positive in life? Okay, these are all some questions that you can ask yourself, that is good to ask yourself, because you straight away figure out some things that will help you in life. It is good to ask yourself these questions, which is very good. If you're suddenly negative, right, you could ask yourself these questions. How can I improve on this thought? What would be a better thought to think? And then you can, like, even if you can't come up with anything, you can call up a friend, and you can ask for their advice. Maybe there is an exciting event coming up for you. These are positive thoughts, because you are enjoying the days ahead of your life, right? Which is true. When you have, like, for example, me, right? When I have an exciting event coming up, like a festival or something, I'm pumped to see this artist. I know he's gonna play the best music. I'm gonna go with my friends. It's gonna be a day, like, for me to finally relax from everything and just, like, listen to music all day and have a drink, and just relax. And then I get excited, I'll get, oh, I can't wait, oh, I'm pumped, I'm pumped. I can't wait to see Hardwell, oh, I haven't seen Deadmau5 in ages, I want to see him again. Like, these are the thoughts that you want to be thinking, you want to be thinking positive in life, and these are the type of thoughts, the ones that get you excited, these are the thoughts that actually show your personality, and these are the thoughts you want to keep. Maybe there is an exciting, I've said that. When you have an exciting event coming up, think about how you feel about that event coming up. Okay? So, how do you feel when you feel excited? Then, exactly. So, what I'm trying to say is, recognize these positive thoughts and apply it to your life all the time. Alright? So, you can use these thoughts and just be excited every day, instead of just living, working 5 days a week, but trying to enjoy just Saturday. Try to enjoy every day at a time. Always have positive thoughts. Have positive thoughts in backup situation where you might get negative, and do not let anyone bring you down. Alright? Because think about it, positive person, right? No one can bring, like for example me, I'm positive, right? No one can bring me down. No one. No one. You know, because I'm a positive being. You know? And you can use, for example, you can have backup strategies. You know, for example, like the saying, "I am a part of God," because you are. You know, and God's not negative. You know, like why should I be? You know, you can always say that to yourself, and that's the truth. It's the truth that you are part of God. Enjoy being positive and make it a daily part of your life, because this will benefit you tremendously. It is always better being positive than negative in life. That is exactly true, because think about it, negative is like negative is like Satan, for example. Okay, and then positive being is like God. Right? Think about it like that. You know, and you are a part of God, so that means be positive. Force yourself to be positive. There is no ifs or buts. Just be positive and happy. Okay, just because you can force yourself to be positive, like I said, reaffirming positive thoughts about yourself. Okay, this is forcing yourself to be positive. You know, but also read personal development, as I said, and financial intelligence books as well will help you a lot. This is financial intelligence books is more about entrepreneurship, leaders. You know, people that want to change the world. You know, people that want to create a service for the audience. You know, this is financial intelligence. You know, it's more what it talks about on the business and investing side, which is going to help you in life. Okay, where was I? When you are happy, you are positive, and this is a state of mind. When you are happy, okay, and always keep it. Always keep being positive. Think about it. Being happy, for example, is like it's like when you buy a drink, right? You purchase a drink and you suddenly have a beer, right? And that beer might make you happy, right? But happiness, right? You become happy. You are happy, and you vibrate everything, and you are doing everything right. You know, you are suddenly happy in life because you are trying to be happy. You know, you're looking for ways to improve, and this is what happiness is all about, right? You look for ways to improve yourself. Because if you're not improving, seriously, if you are not improving, you know, you're just wasting your life. Because in this life, we want to reach our highest potential in life. Okay, our highest potential. That is the goal in this life. Remember to breathe when you start getting negative. Focus on your breathing and do not allow yourself to be negative. Okay, like I've explained, right? So what you do is and just calm, relax, and then it's like something just like drops on you and just like you are yourself again. Always stay ahead of negativity and leave no room for it in your life. Okay, always stay ahead. Don't allow yourself to be put in situations where you might get negative. So always keep away from negativity or the things that will lead you to being negative. Keep away from those people or situations. Slow down and do one thing at a time. Do not overwhelm yourself because you'll be left stressed. Okay, that's very true, because when you overwhelm yourself with things, right? It might be a job, it might be with a relationship, whatever. It is good to calm down and just focus on one thing, like your breathing. Write in a journal. This is a good one. This will help you to see how you are being negative, and you will become a better writer in the process. Okay? Because when you are writing negative thoughts, when you are like upset and in the moment, this is the time to jot down your feelings, and then in about a week time, come back to those and see what you wrote there. You know, And if that ever gets to that situation, and then just like, and then what you can do after that is just write another paragraph underneath how you can improve on your feelings. And when you are rewriting that, write some inspiring thoughts, like something that fires you up, thoughts that fire you up. Remember, you do not have to be perfect in everything. Okay, if you think all the time that you have to be perfect, this will drain your self-esteem. Because no one's perfect, no one, but you can be confident in life, and that is good. So, for example, instead of doing everything perfect, you can say to yourself, "No, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's good enough." That's the mentality you want to have. All right. Also, stop doing what you do not like, as this will make you negative, and you want to be positive in life. Okay, because when you are positive, right, you are much more vibrating. Ask yourself questions: am I being positive right now? How am I being positive? How am I being negative? What will this negative thought do for me? Will this negative thought make me angry? So this is the type of ways that you can self-analyze what you are thinking, right? These are actually the thoughts that you want to be asking yourself whenever you're negative. And also, like for the question, how am I being positive, right? This is also a good skill, because then you can go back to those positive thoughts whenever you want. When you are negative, stay still. Just be still and focus on your breathing. Do not rush, but simply breathe and self-analyze your thoughts, and throw the ones that do not help. All right, because when you self-analyze, you identify what thoughts are negative thoughts, and you can change that within your mind. You can change that, or you can reaffirm and tell yourself that positive thought. Read personal development and spiritual books. The more you know, the better, the more positive you are. And also read financial intelligence books. These books will help you to cultivate a passion, right? A passion, and it will help you to be confident and to be able to speak to anybody you want and to help anybody you want. And it will help you because you have the knowledge, right? You got the positive knowledge. Also, being positive prevents conflicts, misunderstandings, and negativity, which is true, right? You have less fights with your family, with your friends. You have less misunderstandings, and you are less negative. And also, it is a waste of time and energy to be negative. Also, be comfortable in your shoes. Get to know yourself. What works, what doesn't. Okay? Have a plan for when you get negative. An example could be reaffirm positive thoughts and self-analyze your thoughts by being aware. So when you are self-analyzing your thoughts, you are being aware. Okay? And you want to be aware all the time. Do small acts of kindness every day. This is good for the soul, alright? Because it is. When you help someone, that's a good thing that you've done. And you will be much happier that you have done that you have done the kind act. I remember there was one time this woman was in a bus and she asked someone to wake her up at a certain suburb that I lived in. Okay, and when we got there, she was sleeping and everyone was people were leaving and no one's waking her up, and I'm just like, what's wrong with you people? I just go up to her and I just woke her up, and I said to her, you're in Liverpool, and she said, oh, thank you, and I'm like, no problem. That's like a small act of kindness, or you can help someone with some certain piece of information. So if you have an opportunity to help someone with some type of information that you can give them, do it. That's a small act of kindness. Also, you do not have to please everyone. Take time for yourself. Have alone time with peace and quiet to relax and enjoy being yourself and in your shoes. Alright, it's always good to have some alone time for yourself where you can wind down, go on Facebook, or just relax by yourself, and enjoy life. And this is also the best time to practice being positive. Okay. Do not let negative thoughts get to you. Remember, you are part of God. Be positive all the time. Also, do ahead of time planning for yourself, so you can look upon the weekend with excitement. All right. So, for example, you have a plan, right, for the whole week. What you're gonna do, and then you're gonna be like, if make sure it's exciting things, okay, like or it doesn't like, or something like tasks that you have to get done, okay, and when you get that done, like when you see like, or you plan yourself a week, this is, you're suddenly going by schedule what you are doing in life, and it will make you much happier instead of doing every day something that you don't even know what you're going to do. It's better to have a plan ahead of time what you're going to do. Also, spend time with people who bring you up in life instead of drag you down. Be around people that make you happy in life and that support you. Okay, this is very important because you want people that support you in your life, and you want people that bring you up in life, that support you by encouraging you. Come on, do it. Like as in like be more positive. Come on, Danny. I know you can do it. This is the type of people that you want in your life. I had some more information here, but I can't find it now. Maybe if I find it in here. Sorry for this, guys. I didn't realize that I had this. No. What's here? No, this is the file. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna leave this video for now. This lecture for now, because I did have more information that I've provided, but I can't find it now. I don't know where the file is, unless it's here. There's my screen. So what happened now is my screen is frozen, but I know the video is still going. I just want to see if it's underneath here somewhere. I did have more information. Oh, here it is. Sweet as. I knew I had some more information there. I just want to put this screen a bit more down so I can see myself when I speak. My LibreOffice just froze. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, sweet. I knew I had some more information. Just waiting on the LibreOffice so I can scroll up. Okay. So where were we? Oh yeah, the small acts of kindness. Small acts of kindness. Here we go. See, this is the information right here. Okay, so one of the simplest, most effective ways of to build a more positive outlook is to ask more helpful questions as often as possible. Because you want. So when you ask yourself helpful questions, you can get to the bottom of it. Okay, you can then, when you ask yourself these questions, you are able to counteract and see what works in your life and what doesn't. And this is very important. When you know what doesn't work, then it opens the door for what does work, and then you can just do what does work. When you are in a negative situation, you could say, maybe I have made mistakes, but so what? Maybe I have failed or stumbled on my road to success, but I know there is no failure in this life, and a successful mindset knows that there is no failure. Okay, And these are like types of ways you can re, um, re counteract a negative thought. So, for example, maybe I failed, right? Maybe I have, you know, um, or stumbled on my road to success, you know. So now you're keeping positive because you are stumbling on your road to success, right? You're going in the success direction. But I know there is no failure in my life. You know, there is no room for negativity in this sentence. Remember, it could always be worse than the current situation. So that is why there is no point in being negative. Positive thoughts is the way to go, which is very correct. You know, when you are positive, you are vibrating, you are much more confident, you're much more happy. If you ever feel negative, become very aware of yourself. Remember to self-analyze, to be aware. This is the way to go. Once you are aware and observing your thoughts, you can change the negative thoughts, which I've said. Also, cultivate and live in a positive environment. Choose who you spend your time with. Choose who you spend your time with, and also get further away from television, newspapers, magazines. You know why? Because these newspapers, televisions, and magazines, right? They don't have positive knowledge in them. Like, seriously, in television, what do you learn from a television? Seriously, uh, uh, in a television, you might have the news, right? It might update you on the world, right? What's happening in the world. But then you got headings like shocking, death, stealer, convict, or something like some scary words, or like impact, bomb. You know, all these kind of all these kind of headings that will just like, or someone will make you upset. You know, like these thoughts, these words. In fact, because if you don't know how to uh, know your feelings at all times and how to be positive, it's going to affect you. These words, you know. Think about it on the news. What they have, someone got killed today. Every day, something new and something new, but and I mean every day is something the same. Someone's dead. You know, nothing new there. You know, why do I want to hear that someone died? You know, I like, you know, what's that? What's that? Is that good news or what? You know, well, I don't want to know if someone died. You know, like that's not. What can I do about it? You know. And then you got magazines or drama. You know, talking about celebrities and talking about couples and stuff like that. It's not important. You know, what's important is developing yourself into a positive, confident person that can help people. That's who you want to be. That's who you want to be exactly. Um, oh yeah, these television, television, magazines, and newspapers are all negativity, right? There is no there is no positive knowledge in that stuff. Does not teach you anything. But self-help books teach you a great amount about yourself. Okay, and you can, for example, what another person can do, you can too. Seriously, what Bill Gates has done, you can do the same thing. You know, you just need the knowledge. Um, so, for example, this lecture is the type of stuff you need to be reading, right? Like, for example, you're watching me, but you are also reading this as well. So, because this is talking about positivity and negativity, what are the differences, and how positivity will help you in life. Staying positive is essential in life, and also to have influences in your life that support you. Okay. Which I've said, you want to have people around you that influence you as a person, not people that uh, that shout at you. You don't want those type of people. Some questions you could ask yourself: what are the 3 most negative people I spend time with? So you maybe you can name them, maybe you can't, but these are the type of people that you want to stay away from. If you have figured someone out in your mind. What are the 3 most negative sources of information I spend time on. So that could include newspapers, magazines, and television. This is negative because it's not teaching you anything, honest. You also have to let go of drama, violence, anger, self-destruction to be positive. So you have to let go of all this stuff. You have to let go of drugs. You have to let go of smoking. You have to let go of alcohol. To be positive in life. Alcohol, for example, when you drink it too much, it can have a really negative effect on you as a person. It can make you become angry and self-destructive, everything. Also, do not be around negative people. These people drag you down. Okay? Take your time and reflect on your thoughts as much as you can. So always be self-analyzing. Always reflect on what you're doing at the moment, in the moment, right? This will make you happier and more positive, and which is true, right? When you are very confident and when you are self-analyzing and you are in the moment, right here, you are living right now. You are much more happy and positive. Do not let negative thoughts decrease your way of living. Okay? But relax and breathe, you will be fine. Okay? Because when you relax and breathe, you are much more okay in the moment than when you are panicking, right? Guys, my low battery has gone. It's gonna shut down. I'm just gonna go out and I'll come back in 1 minute. Okay? I just got the charger. Here it is. Just so I can charge up my laptop. Yeah, no, it's not working. Okay, it's charging now. So guys, my laptop battery is actually it only lasts for about 45 minutes because I burned up the battery. I put a CD in it and I left it in there, and just suddenly my laptop now only works 45 minutes. So I have to leave it on charge all the time. Okay, so instead of panicking, be calm. Okay, I've panicked in my life before, and I know the feeling of hyperventilating and thinking that the world is gonna collapse or something. That's why be sure to breathe when you are about to panic, and make sure you self-analyze and be self-aware. Have an optimistic and creative perspective, right? So be positive and do something creative, right, in your life. Something that you love to do. Like maybe for example, you like to create music, or maybe you like to write a book, or maybe you like to design something. Okay, or maybe you like to learn how to play maybe you are learning how to play the guitar. Maybe you want to be more creative and be a better musician. Remember, we want to conquer ourselves, right? We are the mountain, and when we are on that path, we will be much more positive in life. When we are striving to become better people in life, this is when we are conquering ourselves, because we are conquering the person we are, right? And that's very exciting. When you reach your highest potential in life, that's very good. Remember, do not listen to negative thoughts. Do not believe in those thoughts, in the negative thoughts, and you will be more positive by doing this. Okay? So when you are reflecting and you are not thinking about the positive thoughts, when you're not thinking about the negative thoughts, then you'll be much more positive. Do not let fears hold you back from doing what you want. Take a chance in life. Okay? So, for example, fear, right? What it will do is, it will, like your mind, right, will just like start projecting this fear into you. You know, for example, I can't quit smoking, right? I can't quit smoking. I've tried so many times, but I can't push through the fear. You know, and so what you want to do is, that's exactly what you need to do, right? You need to quit smoking to be able to push past fear and be more confident in your life. If you smoke, okay? If you do drugs, that's what you have to quit. You have to quit drugs. If you have a high tolerance to alcohol, you have to quit alcohol for the time being. Okay? If you're angry, for example, you gotta throw out anger in your life. Throw it out. You know, be more calm and peaceful. Start a new habit that feels unfamiliar to you. Okay, like a side business, or ask someone out for a date. You know, you can start a side business. For example, you can do something to help better the world. You know, you can do that, or you can go out and ask a friend out. You know, to go for coffee with you, and you know, you can do that as well. Do not project into the future. Okay, your mind tries to project what's going to happen in 2 months' time. Whatever happens in 2 months' time is not important. What you are doing now is important. Okay. Um, because what you are doing now is the most important and most necessary. That's why. Um, because the past doesn't matter, because it's in the past, and the future is in the future. Right now is right now, and this is the right now. It's the most important. Um, it is not as scary as it sounds. Find clarity in this way. Okay, oh yeah, and it will help you to avoid much mind-made suffering. Okay, because what the mind, right? Mind tries to project you in the future. When you are thinking right now, you will avoid suffering in your life. Alright, because you are much more aware and present and know what you are doing. It will also help you to get going, right? Step outside your comfort zone and take that chance. When you are much more in the present, when you are much more thinking right now, this will propel you to make a positive change in your life, because you will know what you're doing right and what you are doing wrong, because you are aware. Also, you could add positivity and value to someone's life. You know, you could do this as your job. You know, because this is what makes me happy. You know, this is what I live for. You know, for helping people improve. You know, this is what makes me most happy. Even this right now, teaching you this makes me most happy. How you treat people often reflects how you treat yourself. So give value and spread positivity, for example. Okay, so yeah. So that's exactly what you want to do. You want to be spreading positivity and giving value to other people. Okay, and also you could help out, and you can lend a hand when moving. Give a friend a ride in your car, or if they need information, then help out by checking it up on Google or asking a friend of yours, just so you can be of benefit to someone else. Okay. It will definitely shift your perspective. It will definitely shift their perspective of you. Okay, because when you're helping someone, right, and you provide them something of value, and it's going to shift their perspective of you. Oh, he helped me in life. You know, I'm gonna respect him for that. That's what I mean by perspective. Okay. Smile, give hugs when appropriate, play uplifting music when hanging out with a friend, or suggest an inspiring movie for your movie night, or you could encourage someone who has had a bad day, okay, or are going through a rough time. You could do these things, right? Um, because you are adding value. You are adding value to the situation, okay? And this is what you want to be. You want to be a person of value, who adds value to other people. Exercise regularly and eat and sleep well. Okay, this is very important. You want to be exercising and you want to be sleeping well as well. You know, I've had days where I go 40 hours without sleep, and I just like get so stressed because of it. You know, um, it's a way better life by doing this, by eating correctly and by sleeping correctly. A good night's sleep can have a big impact on your well-being as well as exercise, which is good for the body, heart, and mind. It is also easier to think clearly and optimistically while doing this and while eating right as well. So when you are eating right, exercising, and sleeping well, this is all good for you, right? Because as I've explained, exercising is good for the body, heart, and mind, and sleep and eating correctly also will help you from becoming fat. You do not have to overload on junk food, okay? This is bad, and it will pack on weight for you, okay? Because think about it, when you eat a lot of junk food, right, it's gonna pack on weight. You know, like you're gonna you're gonna start gaining weight. That might lead to more negativity. You might eat more junk food because you might feel fat or something. You know, and this is why you want to remove junk food from your life, so you don't have this feeling of you ate too much junk food. So avoid junk food as much as you can. Do not let criticism get the best of you. Just ignore, okay? So when someone's criticizing you, for example, okay, what you want to do, right? You just ignore them, you know. You just like whatever, you know. In through one ear, out the next. I didn't hear what. If they say, did you hear me? Or what did you say? I don't know what you said. Well, tell me again. Oh, what did you say again? I don't know what you said. Well, you just went out of the ear. Like seriously, I don't know what you said. You know, like you can just ignore it. You know, don't retaliate. Also, do not care what others think about you. Very important, because when you think that about someone, if they're gonna be happy about you or something like that, you suddenly start thinking. You start doing things for them first, and then instead of yourself. You know, you want to be doing things for yourself and not caring what others think. If someone is negative around you, leave the situation. Do not stand for it. Okay? Why would you want to be around someone that's negative around you? You know, just leave the situation seriously, because then you are saying you don't stand for it. Do not reply for criticism. Do not reply right away when you are angry, upset, or irritated. Then it's time to calm down a bit before you reply. Or you can just leave the situation, and this will help bring some positive feelings into your life, because you are not around negative people. Also, take a couple of deep breaths or a little time to process the message before you respond. Okay? So just take some deep breaths. Just relax, you know. Calm down, and this will help you feel better about yourself, and then you can respond. Also, hear what they're saying. These people that are criticizing, remain open and level-headed, and figure out this message, how it can help you. Okay, so maybe this criticism, if you really listen to it, maybe they're trying to actually help you in some type of way that what you're doing. Okay. So maybe you can use that criticism if it's the right criticism. You can use it to help your life. You can do some changes within your life to help you become not less criticized, but to help some improvements in your life. Is there something here that I may not want to hear but could help me? Yeah. For example, yeah. What I just said. Remember, criticism is not always about you. Some criticism is helpful. Some simply attack or lash out because they are having a bad day. Okay, which is true. Some people do criticize because they have a bad day. You know, and you know what they say. Don't be the victim. You know, if you are ever the victim, just leave the situation and do not stand for it. Be understanding. This person might not be feeling so good at the moment. Also, you could reply or let it go. No matter the content, try to keep level-headed and kind. Okay, this is what you must be doing, because when you get criticized, right, you just want to be kind towards that person, so you can be kind by leaving the situation, letting them be, or you can ask a question about what did I do wrong, or something. Something that'll be, you can ask him something like, or how you can improve, If something still gets under your skin, leave the situation, okay? Improve your self-esteem. I found over the years that with a stronger self-esteem, things can drag you down less. Which is correct. When you have the confidence, right, nothing can drag you down. How can it? Because you are confident about yourself, and you are in your shoes, and you are, you are much more confident, and you're vibrating, okay? And it does not ruin your day as much anymore, okay? Because you are much more positive about the situations you find yourself in, because you are more vibrating positive. You are vibrating positive thoughts. Negativity from others could bounce off you much more often instead. Okay, so you get some negativity on it just bounces off. It doesn't affect you. Start your day in a positive way. How you start your day usually sets the tone for the rest of the day. Okay. Be careful about how you are spending your mornings. Do not watch the news because they instill fear into you. Okay, which is true. Well, like I've talked about, with words like death, shocking, killer, thief, rampage. You get the picture. Also, do not let negative thoughts ramp up quickly. Okay, when you build up negative thoughts, you suddenly get so angry. You can get violent. But do not. That's why do not always be positive, because you don't want to be violent. Start reading or listening to inspiring, helpful, positive articles, or even podcasts over breakfast can work. Okay, so you can read inspiring content, some positive knowledge from successful people today, or you can read positive articles, something that you can learn from, or you can learn from podcasts, right? Learning podcasts where they talk about entrepreneurship or business or something in the personal development side or financial literacy. These are all good podcasts, trust me. Or you can read during your bus to work. So like when I'm driving, right? When I find that like I'm not being productive when I'm just driving. So what I do is I bring my earphones along with me. I put them in. Put an audio book on, and I just drive and listen to the audio book. And I'm being productive as well as driving. And I'm learning something on my driving cruise. It can make a big difference for how your whole day is going. By listening to this inspiring content, like financial, personal development, and spiritual books. It can boost your day. Mindfully move through your day, but by practicing mindfulness every day. So by being aware of your thoughts and by breathing as well, by focusing on your breathing and being aware. Focusing on your breathing is important, okay? Because it brings you in this, it brings you and sinks you into the present moment, okay? And it becomes much easier to have positive emotions because you can suddenly pick the positive emotions, okay? Also stay practical and always be productive, okay? Always be learning something or doing something that's of benefit to you. Do not get lost in the past or future, okay? So many people spend time worrying, okay? And the more you worry, the worse it gets, okay? Which is true. You suddenly start, you start panicking and you start scaring people around you and everything. That's why be calm. Be confident. Failure and mistakes from the past, if you let it, will be replayed and over and over in your mind and drag you down into negativity. Okay, so if you keep thinking on the failures in your life, what you failed in, and all the mistakes you made, then you are suddenly stuck in the past. What happened back then? That's not where you want to be. You don't want to be 10 years ago, what happened? Hey, I'm in 2017 right now, I'm living today, that's the type of positive mindset you need to have, okay? And you want to be living right now. Don't worry about the future, don't worry about the present, it doesn't matter. Not the present, not the past, I mean. Don't worry about the past, don't worry about the future. Focus right now. Okay, this is the last paragraph, and I'll be finishing up. Remember, be mindful, okay? Reconnect with the moment you are in right now. So self-analyzing, being aware, okay? And to put your full attention there by self-analyzing your thoughts and thinking right now. Alright, this is most important because this is self-awareness. Focus on what is going on around you right now for a minute or two with all your senses. So, what is going on around you? Can you hear something? How are you breathing? What are you thinking? How are you moving? You're suddenly aware of yourself, and what you are doing. So see it, hear it, smell it, be in touch with it. So with yourself, it might sound small and meaningless. Also, be in touch with yourself. Feel the sun, rain, the cold on your skin. These are ways of feeling the thing, being self-aware and making sure you are present. It might sound small and meaningless to do, but this is simplifying and reconnecting with yourself and the present moment, which can have a very positive effect on the rest of your day. Okay, so which you can, and as well, because when I'm present, right, I'm very much more aware of what I'm doing, and I'm much more happier because I don't know what feeling I get, but I know that I'm just much more self-aware, and that I am much better for living right now and not thinking about what's happening in the past and what's happening in the future. I just focus on what's happening now. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this lecture on positivity and negativity, and I hope to see you back on the next episode, which will be lesson 2. I haven't figured out a heading yet or what I'll do, but it will be something on personal development for sure. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next time. Okay, bye.